Hi, I'm Anastasia, personal trainer and fitness instructor at the Corpus Christi Athletic Club. Today I'm going to take you through a workout using a stability ball. We're going to work the whole body, lots of core because of the instability of the stability ball. If you do not have a stability ball at home, all of these exercises are doable without it. So I'll make sure that I demonstrate for those for you as well. I'm barefoot right now. If you prefer to wear a tennis shoe, you can. Since I'm on the carpet, I feel like I've got plenty of cushion. I'm not going to have you doing any kind of aerobic work today. This is a strength workout. So feel free to have your footwear of choice. Use a mat or a towel. If you have a hard floor, I'm just going to be on the carpet today. So here we go. I'm not going to warm you up. I've got a general warm up posted somewhere on today's whiteboard that you can do to get your body warmed up. Well, we're going to start with the core. Always great to start with core movement because it's going to help us keep the core engaged throughout our workout. So I come down onto the back. I'm going to grab onto that ball with the legs. Now, if you don't have a ball, you're just going to take a chair position with your legs. Hands come behind your head. Once you give that ball a squeeze with those legs, we're going to take a reverse crunch and crunch toward the ball. We exhale in, inhale out. We're going to go for 15. If you don't have your ball, it looks like this. Very good. Breathe through it. I don't have any music playing for you in the background. You're welcome to put on whatever you enjoy working out to. Or like how I like sometimes, just complete silence. Last 2 and 1. Very good. Come on up. Moving in to an upper body exercise, stability ball push-up. You are welcome to, if you do not have a stability ball, take a push-up with your hands elevated on a piece of furniture, maybe a windowsill or a countertop. Or you can be on your knees on the floor. Not my favorite way to do a push-up, or a regular old push-up up on your toes. So we walk carefully out on the ball. I like to mount that way, but you can get that ball right at your knees. If it feels too easy, you're just gonna walk it out further. And we've got 15 push-ups. Keep the belly lifted. Make sure the hips aren't sagging. You need it harder, walk it out further. Not as hard, walk it back. Our core is still working here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Come down from the ball carefully. Moving into a lower body exercise. Hip abduction with knee in. Now, if you do not have your ball, you're going to take this little kickstand position with your hand on the floor, okay? If you have a stability ball, forearm comes to your stability ball, leg is lengthened out to the side. Keep your rib cage and your hip away from that ball. We lift up, draw the knee forward, out, and down. That knee comes forward. And we try to keep that inner thigh parallel with the floor. So we've got a lot of instability here again. Very good. Starting to feel that hip. Hopefully feeling your stabilizing hip too. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Sit back, relax those hips for a moment. And again, you're going to take that kickstand the other way, or bring your forearm to the ball, rib cage and hip away. We lift, draw in, out, and down. Trying to keep that inner thigh parallel with the floor. That hip and glute are working. So is the stabilizing hip and glute. Keep breathing. Very good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Let's come back onto the back for the crunch with reverse crunch. So we get a lot of work through those inner thighs just by squeezing that ball. So depending on the size of your stability ball, you might have to squeeze around, or you might be able to pull it with your heels. Hands behind your head, elbows stay wide. Remember, you don't need that ball. You can be in chair position. Inhale, exhale, crunch in. Nose going toward ball, elbows stay wide. Hi, Athena. Athena's helping us work out today. She likes to make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Feeling the burn in that core. Moving into our stability ball push-up. Remember, you can be elevated on a windowsill, piece of furniture. If you do not have a ball, you can do a regular push-up as well. Your choice. So, I like to kind of scoot back, put my knees on the ball, hands on the floor, and then I walk forward. I adjust my hips from here. Lift my navel up to my spine. Inhale, exhale, push up. We've got 15. Very good. Go at the pace that works for you. Last 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Come down carefully. Our hip abduction with knee in. Again, you can kickstand or put the forearm on the ball, rib cage away. We lift, draw in, out, and down. So I'm taking you through 3 sets of these 3 exercises. And then we've got 2 more trisets. Just means we've got 3 exercises in the group of movements that we're doing. Breathe through it. Make sure the shoulder's away from the ear. Very good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Sit it back for a moment, and we'll take it to the other side. Kickstand with hand on the floor if needed. Up, in, out, down. Now you might find too, if you do have a stability ball at home, that the size of it might make some movements feel like it needs a bigger or smaller ball. So if you want to do some of your movements with the ball, some without, that's fine too. And Joe Clay has come to help us as well. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Sit back for a moment. We've got 1 more time through those 3 exercises. We're going to squeeze that ball either between the legs or under the heels. If we have that ball, inhale, exhale, roll in. 15. Excuse me. I'm in my house, so it's all good. We've been painting, so I think a little bit of fumes are aggravating my sinuses a little. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Come on up. Push up. Using your stability ball or elevating your body if needed. Approaching on the stability ball carefully. And if you find at any point I'm moving a little fast, just hit pause and come right back when you're ready. Lift those hips and belly, 15 push-ups. Very good. Elbows going out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay. One more time for the hip abduction with knee in. Find your position. Lift, in, out, down. I want to give you a better view of my leg here. I'm really reaching. Good, good. This is one of my favorite hip exercises that doesn't require much, if any, equipment. Working against gravity. 5 more, which we're doing anyway, right? That's part of our reasons for working out sometimes. We're working against gravity, keeping everything lifted and toned. I hear that. Last one. Very good. Sit back. And other side. Kickstand. Lift, in, out, and down. Good news is we're almost at the end of our first tricep, our little circuit. Very good. Belly in. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Sit back. Let's grab a quick drink. Coming into our next circuit. So we're going to start with the side plank. Our variation with the stability ball is really cool. If you do not have a stability ball, your options, you stagger. Bring that leg in front for support, elbows right under shoulder, shoulder and earlobe far apart. We lift up and down. Or you can stagger your feet or stack them. And do whatever you want with this top arm. If you are using your stability ball, you're gonna bring it between your legs. I know this is an odd angle. I'm gonna turn a little more sideways. And we're gonna lift up and down. Do not put your hip down. If you need that other hand for stability, use it. We have 15. Our inner thighs getting work here too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming to the other side. So please choose the same option as you just used, as I want you to be as even as you can be. Shoulder and earlobe far apart. We lift up and down. Do not put your hip all the way down. You can use that other arm for support if needed. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Really like those. My preferred way to do a side plank raise. So this is a really cool one. Call it a stability ball explosion. It's a little more work on the shoulders. So your option without the ball is going to be a shoulder push-up. It's going to kind of look like a bad form push-up. You're going to bring your butt up into the air. You're going to look at your feet, so you're in this triangular position, and the top of your head comes toward the floor. Now, we make it harder by walking the feet in and putting more weight up on top of those shoulders. Simulates a handstand push-up. If we're using the stability ball, this is going to get a little aerobic. You're gonna frog your legs around the ball. I'm up on my toes. I'll lay my body on the ball. I'm gonna roll forward, hands meet the floor, nose comes close, push off hard and fast. So I'm rolling forward, push off hard and fast. Nose gets close, but not on the floor. We're not rolling out really far. It's not like our push-up. We're staying close. Again, the size of your ball might play a role in this working well for you or not. Let's do 3 more. 3. So you decide. You can always do that shoulder push-up. And last one. Great. So now, let's walk it out. Let's take a complementary exercise here. Now, if you do not have the stability ball and you are not pregnant, you're gonna lay on the floor, put the soles of your feet together, forehead down. We're gonna raise those legs up and down. If you are pregnant, you can take a bridge from here. Now, of course, if you're in 2nd or 3rd trimester and you shouldn't be laying flat, you can always bolster head, neck, and shoulders a little bit to make that work, and just be really cautious with your range of motion. Of course, if I were there with you one-on-one, we'd be able to figure that out together. But you remember, you exercise with caution. Please make sure. Oh my gosh, I've got an animal fight. They're playing going on in here. All right, y'all go. Okay, so if you are using your stability ball, you're gonna put your hips on the ball, soles of your feet together, frog position. We're gonna lift those legs up and down. So I'm pressing my hips into the ball, looking between my hands so I'm not straining the neck, squeezing the butt and hips. I'm gonna go to 20 here. Very good. I know this exercise looks a little funny, but that's okay. It works well. That's it. Come on down. Back to our side plank raise. Again, you can cross in front, stagger or stack, or use your ball, squeezing between those legs. We lift up and down 15. Shoulder and earlobe far apart. Do whatever you want with that top arm. Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Moving to the other side. Using the same option as you did on the first side. We squeeze that ball if we're using it. Shoulder and earlobe far apart, up and down. With that hip, don't put it all the way on the floor. We might find we're more stable on one side than the other. That's okay. Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. No ball option is your shoulder push-up, looking toward your feet with your butt up in the air some distance, or ball explosion. Frog those legs around the ball. We roll forward. Nose comes close. Push back hard and fast. This is an explosive movement. This is a plyometric movement. So here's a teaching point for you all. Plyometric does not mean high impact. It does not mean hopping or jumping. Yes, some hopping and jumping work is plyometric, but plyometric really means explosive. So this is low impact here, but we're exploding off of those arms using the shoulders for 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, your options for frog or frog movement, bridge. If you do not have the ball on your belly, if that's safe. Remember, you decide what's safe. You can always message us, put a comment on our Sugar WOD app. If you have a question or concern about a movement, we'll answer it as quickly as we can, okay? All right, frog lifts, hips on the ball, soles of the feet together. Love having these animals at home. They're so entertaining. Good job. Here's 10. We have 10 more. You're pressing your hips into that ball and lifting those legs using hips and glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Let's relax the back for a moment. We've got one more round of those 3, but it feels good to hang over the ball like that. If you don't have a ball, a good way to relax your back, wide knees, child's pose. Stability ball, side plank raise. Remember, if you need a little more break at any time, you can take it. You just hit pause. You come back to me in a little bit. All right, up and down with that hip. You do not need your ball. If you prefer something else, these animals are feeling really energetic with us today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Taking it to the other side. Same position as you used on the first side, up and down. Very good. Adding some balance if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay. Shoulder push-up or ball explosion. Knees wide around that ball, up on your toes. They are what's going to catch you. Again, I'm working barefoot, partially because I have carpet and partially because I'm just comfortable that way. But you decide. You can, of course, wear tennis shoes if you want. Here we go. We roll forward. Nose comes close to the floor. Push back hard and fast. Breathe. We're going to 15. Good job, good job. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay! All right. Again, frog bridge or frog on the floor. If not, your hips are on the ball. And I'm not showing you every option every time. So make sure if you need to go back and look at that option again, please do. Hips on the ball, hands on the floor. Soles of your feet together. Legs lift, hips press. You have 20 here. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Round over that ball. Relax your back or sit back into a child's pose. We have one more tricep, one more 3 exercise circuit. Okay, so one of my favorite exercises is leg lowers with the ball. Now, I'm going to give you a lot of options here. First of all, if you are moving without the ball, you can move from here. Do not put your hands under your butt. This makes us unaware of our low back position. I want you to connect your low back to the floor or your mat or your towel and draw your navel in. And if you have to reduce your range of motion to make the exercise work, I would rather you control it that way than put your low back at risk. All right. If you've got a ball, we're going to squeeze it between those legs. So again, those inner thighs are working. Bend your knees if you need to. We lower down and up. Another option here that helps take low pressure off the low back is to lift head, neck, and shoulders, keeping those elbows wide. So this is basically the opposite of our first exercise. We did that reverse crunch. Now we're lowering the legs. Make sure you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay. Rock your head side to side if needed. Hug those knees in if needed. Coming into a tricep push-up. Now I'm going to face you for this one. Just like with our first push-up, you can have your body elevated where your hands are on furniture or a counter or a windowsill or even be on your knees on the floor. But we're going to use the ball the same way. Just this time, you keep your elbows super close. If you've done yoga before, this is like a chaturanga in yoga. Wrists right under those shoulders, elbows stay close to the body as we bend. So a regular push-up, we're going out here. I want you to stay close. These are tougher, in my opinion. Those tricep muscles, it's a smaller group of muscles, so we don't have as many fibers, greatest surface area of fibers to use for the exercise. So if it feels tougher, that's okay. Last one. Now I didn't get to mention it there because I was talking the entire time, but you want to keep your belly lifted. Do not drop those hips. Keep your back safe. Wall squats. Now, if you don't have a bare wall to use or you're not using a stability ball, we're just going to find a sumo position and take air squats, putting the weight into the heels. Butt goes back. You choose your range of motion. Squeeze it at the top. If you've got a wall you can use, we're going to place that ball against the wall in that thoracic curve of your back, so the mid back. Walk your feet out in front of you so that you're kind of leaning against the ball, finding that sumo position with your feet, and we sit down. Weight is still in the heels. Very good. I'm going to go for 15 here. Keep those shoulders back. Think of the ball as your guide. And you draw that belly in. And we find that that core engages a little more when we're able to have that ball as a reminder of our posture. Last 2. And 1. Wonderful. Squatting on a freshly painted wall. Hope that's okay. All right, we're back down for those leg lowers. Again, your knees can be bent as much as you need them bent, and you can be with or without that ball. Head, neck, and shoulders can be up or down. If you're using that ball, try to really squeeze it tight, activate those inner thighs. Legs lower and lift. If your head is down, your hands are next to your hips. They are not under your butt. Control your range of motion. Navel pulled under your spine. Lower back push into the floor, your mat or your towel. And if that low back pulls away, you've gone too far. You'll know. Listen to your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Relax it down. Coming in to our tricep push-ups. Again, we can elevate that body on furniture if we need. Coming out, we keep those elbows close. Remember, hips don't sink. We keep them in line, navel lifted up. Narrow position, 15. Neutral neck. You're not tucking your chin, but you're not looking up and forward. You're looking just beyond your fingertips. I'm not going very deep. If you can go deeper, please do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Coming up for our air squat, sumo position, or wall squat. Thoracic region of that spine feels supported, shoulders back, 15 squats. Now we want those feet a little bit out in front so that your knees aren't shooting over those toes. If you've used a Smith machine before at the gym, we're able to use that bar on the back and the control of the machine as we move down and up allows us to walk those feet a little bit out in front if we want. Takes a lot of pressure off the knees. 2 more. And 1. Very nice. We've got 1 more time through this tricep. I love this workout. We get a little bit of everything, lots of pushing movements, working pecs, triceps, shoulders, lots of glutes and hips, and lots of abs. The core. Remember, you don't have to use that ball. We can bend the knees if needed, head, neck, and shoulders up or down. Lower and lift that ball. We have 15. Breathe. If your head is lifted, the space between your chin and your chest is about the distance of a lemon. Like you got a lemon under there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Relax it down. Coming into tricep push-ups, last set. I'm going to come straight towards you again so you can check out that arm position. You can be on your knees on the floor or elevated on furniture too. Narrow position. Make sure those hips aren't sinking. Neutral neck as well. Looking just beyond those fingertips. We have 15. Breathe. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Last movement, air squat or wall squat. Finding that sumo position, shoulders back. If you're doing the wall squat, the feet are a little bit out in front of you. Very good. The stability ball is one of my favorite home exercise tools. I know it's really hard to come by exercise equipment right now, but when you can, the stability ball is an inexpensive thing you can have in your home, and it can double as a chair if needed. Last 3. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. So I also have a general cool down posted on this app. It'll be somewhere on today's whiteboard. You did great. Feel free to, with this workout, maybe you just have time for one little circuit, 1 3-set round of the 3 exercises. That's great too. Everything counts, every single movement. There's not one moment, minute, or rep that doesn't. So whatever you can do, please do it. It's going to make you feel really good. Remember that you are stronger than you were yesterday, and we're going to be so much stronger when we come back and we get to work out together face to face again. I'm Anastasia, personal trainer and fitness instructor at the Corpus Christi Athletic Club. Have a wonderful day.